What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and today we are going to be finally reviewing Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, I don't know how to start this off other than it was freaking phenomenal. If you guys don't want to be spoiled, then click off the video. I will talk about spoilers in the movie. So, there's a lot of ones out there that have been spoiling it. If you guys have already sent this to the story, then you already know how it ends. I went over that in previous videos, but first off, I watched this movie on Facebook. I went on to Dragon Ball exclusives, so shout out to them over there. They are amazing for Dragon Ball content. I was able to watch the movie. It wasn't sub, it was not in dub, it was a sub version. It was the entire movie. The movie was, I want to say, an hour and 40 minutes long, I want to say, but other than that, it was a good movie. The first 20 minutes, you get to see the entire of at this point is the King Cold Force invading Planet Vegeta, and the reason why is to tell the Saiyans that he's retiring. Frieza's going to be in control, and once this happens, you see where he basically shows his dominance over the Saiyans, and then later on, you see where King Vegeta, he gets a real hard on about Vegeta, about him being so powerful. Then he sees Broly in the incubation chamber and says it shows that he has a lot of potential. So he takes Broly off world. He puts him in a pod and he takes him to go. And Paragus gets upset. He follows him. He gets another Saiyan to go along with him. And once that happens, you just see where they grab a space pod and they just go after Broly. And then about five years later, you also see where Planet Vegeta does get destroyed, but also you can see Bardock at the same time, where he and Goku's mother send off Goku off world due to he has a very bad feeling about what Frieza's going to do. And Raditz is with Vegeta and Nappa on a combat mission, since of course that he's very strong at this point in time. But also before then, we get to see Broly attack those type of spiral-like creatures on planet Vampa. And then we also got to see where Paragus killed that Saiyan that went along with him, since their ship was destroyed for their floater, so they were stranded for many years. And then of course you get to see the destruction of Planet Vegeta. So basically the synthesis of the story is that Bulma is gathering Dragon Balls. They're at their resort right now. Goku, Vegeta are kind of just having fun training. There's Bulma, Whis eating food, Beerus is eating food with baby Brawler, and we get to see where Trunks tells her, hey, someone broke into your lab, and it shows that someone, the Frieza Force, did that. They gathered 6 Dragon Balls. The 7th one is in a very cold content, and basically it gets revealed why Bulma was collected. She wants to be 5 years younger. And then we also get to find out with Frieza, the reason why he wants the Dragon Balls is not for immortality anymore. He just wants to be 5 centimeters taller. So because apparently everyone gives him a lot of crap for being so short. So we get to see with the new parts of the Frieza Force that the 2 newest members, they discover Paragus and Broly on the planet Vampa, and then once that happens, they bring them back to Frieza. And what's really interesting in the movie is that the female character, she really draws on to Broly, and Broly is he doesn't really want to fight. Like, he doesn't come across like he did in the original movie, which was really shocking. He, from what a few said, that he came across as a pure-hearted Saiyan, and when this happened, you get to see where his father was basically controlling him for what he did and what he wanted to do, because they basically, Frieza kind of tangled it, saying that it was destroyed, that Planet Vegeta was destroyed by a meteorite, and that King Vegeta, all of them survived except for Vegeta, and another Saiyan by Son Goku. And when this happened, that of course Paragus wanted revenge, and he wanted Frieza to help him, and he'd be loyal to Frieza. So of course Frieza was more than willing to help them go to Earth and steal the last Dragon Ball, and of course either kill Vegeta, and as long as he got to kill Goku, then he was perfectly fine. So when that happened, he brought them to Earth, and that's when of course the big battle begins. But we also get to see where I gotta say this first off, guys. The fight was absolutely phenomenal. There was a lot of throwback with the Tournament of Power, with how Dragon Ball Z started, Dragon Ball. Everything in this movie was shown. Toriyama, everybody, the staff, actors, everybody did a phenomenal job. It was also fantastic to see Vegeta go Super Saiyan God the way he did. Same thing with Goku. And I'm gonna say this: when Goku was fighting Broly in Super Saiyan God form, guys, he was able to freeze him, and we never seen him do that before. He was able to freeze Broly with his power, and he basically said to him, "I can tell you're not a bad guy. Do not let these evil doers, make you do bad things," because it was really obvious. It showed, how he fought with Vegeta and then all the way down to Boo. And of course, even before that, it showed the Tournament of Power. So they really did pay a homage to everything. Even when Goku was going to Earth, it showed when he landed Dragon Ball all the way up to Z. So there was a lot of homage to the origin from Dragon Ball all the way up to Super to where we are now. And the fight went on absolutely amazing between Goku, Broly, Vegeta, and Broly. And how it went is that Vegeta, there was a good fight with them, and then against Broly and Goku, and then once when he was kind of playing around, Vegeta got back in to help Goku when Broly was not really wanting to go Super Saiyan until Frieza did the thing that we all thought he was going to do. He remembered what he did with Krillin. He goes, okay, let me see if I do this. So he kills Paragus, tells him, someone killed your father, and that's when Broly just loses it. That's when he goes berserk Saiyan. He starts attacking everybody. And then once Goku and Vegeta are like, okay, what do we do? And he's like, okay, I got an idea. Because before Goku went Super Saiyan Blue, Piccolo felt a kite. He says, okay, there's not much I can do. I feel like I just get in the way. But if you need help with something with the fusion, then I can help you. He says, okay, then that may be a plan. And once that happened, because Whis was there too, Whis did not get in until Broly attacked Frieza with all his might, and Frieza just got lopsided all across the entire area, and he was about ready to destroy Frieza, and that's when Whis got into it. He couldn't land a hit on Whis, and then you get to see where Piccolo is trying to teach Goku to have Goku and Vegeta learn the fusion dance. We got to see fat Gogeta, we get to see skinny Gogeta, and then we finally get to see Gogeta. And they're actually like, okay, what do you call yourself, since it's only 30 minutes of the fusion dance and not the Batara fusion, since Batara is an hour. And they're like, well, okay, I guess we'll just call ourselves Goji. We got to yourself something cool. And you go 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes, and the fight's going on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And finally he arrives, and he tells Whis, he says, stand back, Whis, I got this. He says, ooh, fusion, this is going to be interesting. So he finally goes against Broly, and then when the other two that found Broly, they know that Broly does not need to be doing this. He's not what Paragus wanted him to be. He's not what Frieza needs him to be. He needs to be his own person. And basically what they do is that they steal the Dragon Balls, they summon Shenron, and right when Gogeta is finally about ready to deliver the final blow, they basically wish for him to be back on his planet that they found him on. And when that does happen, he leaves, and they're like, huh, where'd he go? And then too, they steal his ship and they go, and they're like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? We gonna drop you off at one planet, or we gonna drop you off on another? And they agree both, no, we're gonna stay near Broly because now he's our friend, and either way we go, we're gonna be hunted by the Frieza Force, so we might as well stay near Broly. And right when Frieza's about ready to leave, Gogeta's like, you really think it's over? And he's like, oh, well, I'll be back. And so they course defuse and everything's back to normal. But when you see Beerus, because Beerus got stuck babysitting Brawl, which I found hilarious, because you could only imagine a god like Beerus babysitting Bulma's kid. That really made me laugh nonstop. And what was really interesting is that they paid homage to a lot of different things, and basically of how it ended, where Frieza still got what he wanted, still rebuilding his forces, and he's leaving Broly alone until Broly has more control over himself, which he still thinks that he will be able to use Broly, and then once that happens, he'll be able to use him again, which he probably will have another thing coming, as we all know. And then we go back to where the two former Frieza forces there are with Broly as of right now. They're trying to make food supplies last, and when that happens, Broly says this is a key. Of course, it's Goku, and Goku brings them provisions and capsule corps and everything of that nature for. He says, I heard this planet sucked. He says, so I got a lot of things from Brolin that would be able to help you out, which he gave him shelter, food. He says, this will last you for a very long time. If you need anything, please, let me know. And also, here is also some sensu beans. He says, well, why are you coming here? You can't fool us. He says, I don't want anything. He says, I just want to come every now and again to fight Broly. He says, maybe you can teach me a thing or two, and I can teach you a thing or two. And he says, besides, don't you think someone that strong doesn't need to die? So it really got them like, okay, well, what do you want? He says, again, nothing. Well, how did you find us? He says, I was able to sense your key. And they're like, well, what's your name? And he says, Son Goku or Kakarot. This is the first time that Goku acknowledges himself as a Saiyan for the first time in the entire series, because he did not acknowledge himself as a fellow Saiyan. He acknowledged himself as Son Goku from Earth. He did not acknowledge himself as a Saiyan until this very movie. It took very long time to find him to even announce that he was a Saiyan. But guys, this movie was amazing. It was very hyped up. Is it the best one ever of Dragon Ball? Maybe yes or no. I'm not going to be the one to make that choice. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys see the movie yet? If you have, let me know what you thought. What was your favorite part of the movie? Also, there's some other things I'm going to bring up too. Like, I think how Goku brings up that Broly may be stronger than Beerus, or like how they did that with Jiren and the God of his universe, and also why Broly had that pelt was that there was a creature on planet Vampa that he slowly became friends with, and his father did not like that. So when he cut off the ear of that creature, he put the pelt around him so he would still feel like his friend was with him. So there was a lot of things that was in there that you kind of, if you really paid attention, you could see that they were putting kind of hints like, okay, look, what if they're going to bring this up again, this up again. But otherwise, guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, consider about subscribing. Hope you guys are enjoying your day as well. Let me know what you thought about the movie, and I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one.